From coast to coast, there are so many great regional options when it comes to Canadian wines. And today we celebrate International Chardonnay Day, and we're here to highlight some of the best homegrown varieties. Here to share her expertise is sommelier Beverly Crandon. So good to see you, Beverly.
Oh, good to see you as well. And exciting. Happy Chardonnay Day to you.
Chardonnay Day.
In case folks at home don't know, today is the day, May 21st.
And you know what? You know that I love white wine. I love some Chardonnay, but I think when we think Canada, we think ice wines. How do our Chardonnays fare in the country?
That's a fair question. You know what? Right now is a really big moment for cool climate Chardonnay growing out of Canada. We have some of the best expressions of Chardonnay to the point where we're making it as a sparkling, which we'll see today, still wine, also as an orange wine and amber wine with some skin contact. Our VQA Chards coming out of Canada are truly on a level that could rival some of the international ones that we see.
And I'm curious how climate kind of impacts our Chardonnays here.
Good question. So because we've got such cool climate, we're able to produce some Chardonnays that rival or remind you of some of the Chardonnay you get out of Burgundy in terms of great acidity, great stone fruit as well, great white flowers. And depending on the winemaker's philosophy, you might get some more depth on there from some more aging in oak and that type of thing, but we are producing Chardonnays that can rival what you see over in France.
Wow, pretty neat stuff. So let's talk about some of the Chardonnays that you brought in to help us celebrate today.
Yeah, right, because we're kicking off Chardonnay season as I see it. Because in Ontario, especially with i4C, which is the International Cool Climate Chardonnay event happening in July, we're looking ahead at all of that. And all of these wines you'll be able to see there. The first one that I have is from Malivoire. They're for Niagara, Beamsville Bench, and it's their 2024 Chardonnay. This is quintessential Beamsville Bench. Why I say that is because the limestone rich soils there and then that microclimate, that cool climate that they have there truly gives you a wine that's got a lot of austerity to it. It really preserves its acidity and it's quintessential what you expect from Chardonnay. Great green apple, pear, white flowers, gorgeous.
Love that. Let's move on here.
So now we're going to Prince Edward County. We were in Niagara and we're traveling a little bit east. Going to Prince Edward County, and this is from Rosehall Run. It's the JCR, lovely Chardonnay. When you talk about Prince Edward County, you can't help but talk about the climate and what those vines go through. The vines really work hard to give you something distinct in the bottle, and you taste this with this Chardonnay. I would say this is one of a great representation of Chardonnay coming out of Prince Edward County is this Rosehall Run.
Well, we spoke coast to coast, so we have some Ontario wines, and then this one I believe is a BC, correct?
It is from British Columbia, right? That's what I'm talking about. All across Canada, you're seeing really great expressions of VQA Chardonnay. So this one is from JoieFarm. Their Famille line is supposed to be approachable, highly drinkable, quaffable, the life of the party, coming from the Okanagan, that Okanagan fruit. So it's got a bit more depth and complexity than some of the other ones that we've seen so far today, but just a gorgeous wine, and one that I think drinks well above its price point.
A little more acidity in this one. Yeah, a little citrusy as well. Smells amazing, and I love a sparkling to end things off. What do we have here?
I mean, you can't celebrate Chardonnay season with i4C coming up, as well as Chardonnay Day, without doing a sparkling wine. So at the end, we're back now in Ontario, in Niagara, but we're with Cave Springs and the non-vintage Blanc de Blanc. This is a sparkling wine made 100% from Chardonnay, hence the name Blanc de Blanc, and it's made using traditional method, meaning that same laborsome process that you see in France to make sparkling wine, they've done the same thing here. This is one of the reasons why I think people should buy local sparkling wine, less than $35.
Oh, I love it.
And
I love the bubbles. Yes, it looks great.
Persistent bubbles and gorgeous.
Just about a minute left here, but when we're talking about pairing our Chardonnays, what should we kind of keep in mind?
So Chardonnay, it really is a grape that takes the winemaker's philosophy. The winemaker put their fingerprint on it. So I would say if you're doing your Chards, a lot of them are going to be great sippers. They're great with conversation. I like to do my Chards with a lot of greens, so a lot of salads, and this is perfect time of year for that, with watermelon salad, all that types of stuff. That's what I like to do my Chardonnays with. If you've got a Chardonnay that's got some oak on it, now you can get to more richer things. Maybe it's a pasta and cream sauce. Maybe it's salmon, because that fattiness and the salmon will go great with the richness of that oak Chardonnay.
Some great ideas there. Cheers to Chardonnay Day, and you mentioned one more time that event that's happening for all Chardonnay lovers.
So if you go to coolchardonnay.org, you'll see it. i4C happens in July in the Niagara region. It's 4 days of tasting Chardonnay, but I would say that might take some training. But the Friday night event that they have is one that you should for sure check out. It's called Friday Night Flights, and you get to taste a bunch of wines from Canada, around the world, a bunch of Chardonnays, and pair them with foods coming from Canadian chefs.
So fun. Cheers to Chardonnay Day, Bev. Thanks so much again, sommelier Bev Grandin, joining us today. Happy Chardonnay Day.